Two flagship ThinkPads. Same legendary brand, but which one truly fits your workflow? On the left, the ultralight Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Carbon, a business powerhouse that sets the gold standard. On the right, the Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Yoga, a flexible two-in-one, built for creativity and hands-on use. Let's skip the buzzwords and get straight to the practical differences. Each category gets real points, so you'll see exactly how these top models stack up. The winner might just surprise you. All right, here's how we're going to compare these two. Picture this mind map. First, we look at price and value, then performance, battery life. After that, portability, display and input, versatility and features, and finally, security and tracking. Sound good? Let's jump in. Let's kick off with price and value. So the ThinkPad X1 Carbon, you know what? It's kind of the sweet spot for most business users. Most of the time, you're getting really strong performance for a price that just makes sense. Like honestly, the value for money here is on point. Sure, if you spec it all the way up, it's pricey, but still for similar performance, it tends to be more affordable, especially compared to the Yoga. Now, talking about the X1 Yoga, so yeah, it's got that fancy two-in-one setup. You can justify the extra cost if you're doing a ton of tablet or inking work. But here's my thing. Usually, you end up paying more, even if the core specs are pretty similar. Winner here? Yeah, it's the X1 Carbon. Just better value, unless you really need the Yoga's extras. All right, on to performance. With the X1 Carbon, man, this thing packs up to the latest Intel Core Ultra CPUs, and you can actually max out the RAM to like 64 gigabytes. That's nuts for an Ultrabook. It's also just faster at those heavier office workflows, does multitasking like a champ, and can even handle some light creation work. Downside? Look, it's not going to replace your gaming rig or high-end workstation. Now, the X1 Yoga, it's definitely no slouch. It's great for regular office and productivity. Plus, the touchscreen is awesome for creative stuff. But you do get a lower RAM ceiling. It stops at 32 gigabytes, and it's just a step behind in those Ultrabook benchmarks overall. So, yeah, X1 Carbon edges it out on performance. Battery life. The classic question. Both of these machines actually have pretty similar battery sizes. Carbon rocks a 57 watt-hour cell. Yoga sits at 56 watt-hours. Real world, you get all-day battery for business use out of either one, unless you're cranking up those super bright OLED screens, which, to be honest, can drain faster. The Yoga's touchscreen and convertible form barely add any extra drain. Both solid, but neither really blows the other out of the water here. So I'm calling it. That's a tie. Oh, and here's something cool you might not know. ThinkPad keyboards are so iconic. There's this whole crowd of people who try to replicate their feel on regular desktop PCs. Yeah, it's a thing. All right, let's talk portability. With the X1 Carbon, you pick it up and wow, it's feather light, like just over a kilo. Super slim, super rugged, basically made for people who bounce between meetings and airports. Some folks actually want a touch more heft for stability, but I say ultralight is a win. And then the X1 Yoga. Hey, for a two-in-one, it's actually decently light, but you feel that extra weight, more like 1.38 kilograms. And it's chunkier, especially when you try to use it as a tablet. Honestly, it's not unwieldy, but the Carbon wins here if portability is what you care about. Now for display and input, the X1 Carbon offers super sharp 14-inch screens. You can go all out with a 2.8K OLED panel, which, by the way, looks amazing. You get non-touch and some touch options, but no 360 hinge or built-in pen. Now, the X1 Yoga, oh, this is really where it shines. You get that 360-degree hinge, so it flips over into tablet or tent mode. Every model has a touchscreen. And it even comes with a pen docked right in. If you're doing sketches or presentations, that's huge. Plus, some screens get crazy bright. Downside, it's heavier and a bit thicker thanks to the convertible design. But overall, input and flexibility, Yoga takes this category. Moving on, versatility and features. So, X1 Carbon is a classic, right? Solid clamshell design in the keyboard. Oh man, ThinkPad keyboards are legendary, but it's pretty much just a laptop. No tablet modes, no folding drama. On the other hand, the X1 Yoga is your playground if you love flexibility. Tablet, tent, stand mode, go wild. Inking is built in, so sketching or annotating documents feels super natural. The only thing is, most business folks actually don't use it as a tablet all that much. But still, for features and versatility, gotta hand it to the X1 Yoga. Last category, security and tracking. Now the Carbon's got some tricks up its sleeve. Tile trackers built in, so losing your laptop, pretty tough. You get all the essential security. Fingerprint reader, IR webcam, top-tier business features. If you opt for the privacy shutter, you lose facial recognition, but still, rock solid. The X1 Yoga isn't far off. Fingerprint reader, IR webcam, full security suite. The only thing it misses is that tile tracking. Carbon's got the edge, for sure. Visually, you'd see the X1 Carbon outperforming in value, specs, and portability, with the X1 Yoga leading on display, input, and versatility. Battery life and security are pretty close, so little trade-offs everywhere. If you want the lightest, most traditional business Ultrabook with the best specs and bang for your buck, go with the X1 Carbon. But if pen input and flexible modes for presentations or sketching really matter to your workflow, X1 Yoga is the move. Both are premium, just depends what fits your routine. Still on the fence? Head over to Lenovo's site to compare specs and latest offers. And hey, drop a comment. Are you all about the classic Ultrabook style, or do you need that 2-in-1 convertible